This is really the first in our series of videos on scientific writing, citations, and the like. This is specifically for Biology 2421, but it has information that can be used by 2420 as well. So if you are in 2420 and you're watching this, welcome. We're happy to have you. This is good information to have anyway, but this is not required for either course. This is more of an introductory primer. It will also be split up over 2 or 3 videos, since it is quite a fair amount of content to go over. So we're going to start off with our goals here. First, our goal is to review scientific writing, learn how to look up scientific literature, learn the difference between a usable and a not usable source, and learn proper citations. So we are going to start today off with the A-IMRAD form, or the A-IMRAD form for scientific writing. And let me adjust the... no, that's... No, that's right. Cool. That works. Awesome. So first things first, what is the A-IMRAD format? It is a basic scientific framework for scientific writing, and it stands for Abstract, Introduction, Method, Results, and Discussion. We're going to go through each of these points. What is the abstract? The abstract is a short summary of your work. It's usually about a paragraph in length, and it hits the high points of the rest of the format, the A-IMRAD. The introduction provides the research question. It explains the significance of your research, and it has a nice review of the background of your research. It's what you know about your work. It's also what you're looking to do. What exactly are you looking to ask? What is the question you're asking? That type of thing. Specifically, at the end of your review is, at the end of your introduction is the thesis statement, which is a hypothesis on what you're doing. A thesis statement might be, we therefore believe that with the addition of copper sulfate to the substrate, the bacteria will die. That is your research question. The methods are sometimes called, it's also called materials and methods sometimes. It describes the methodology of your experiment. It explains any sources of information that you might have that have not been covered yet. And typically it's a step-by-step summation of what you're doing. Sometimes it can go quite in depth, especially if you're doing a new technique and you're trying to write the protocol for it. It can be very in depth. Other times, if it's something that is used quite often and in the field that we're publishing in is very well known, sometimes you just say, as in accordance with standard protocols, if it's something that's ubiquitous in the field that we're talking about. Next thing we're going to take a look at is our results section. Now, what are results? It's the data itself. It's where we describe what we find. We describe each point that we want to make. And in some cases, it might just be figures. It might not be. It might all be text. Your results might be supplemental materials. As with a lot of scientific writing, we have to go back to our journal. What does our journal want? Or what does our whoever's publishing our research, what do they want? And a lot of times that's what we end up going back to. And discussion, we explain the significance of our research. It's the why do we care aspect of our research. We attempt to explain how the results impact our thesis statement. And we discuss limitations. For your writing in particular for your big project at the end of the semester, this is what we're looking for. Let's take a moment to look at your PDF. Now, I am back here on page 84 of your lab guides and handouts. And if we take a look, we have everything that we need for our project here. And we'll notice that it's in the A-IMRAD format. We have our title, we have our authors, affiliations, but we have our abstract. In this case, we're being told our abstract is no more than 500 words. We have our introduction, our methods and materials, where we have a very detailed explanation of everything you did. Explain it as if the person you were talking to does not have any type of scientific background at all. Then we have our results, which is going to be everything that we've done this semester. Then we have our discussion, and then we have our references, works cited, bibliography. So if we look at this, this is identical to the A-IMRAD format. And that's what we're expecting out of you.